Hey guys, thank you for joining me for this quick standing matless yoga practice. Let's get started by finding a stable, even ground for safe balancing. Closing your eyes, beginning to drop down into your body outside of your mind. Take a few moments to start to activate all of your senses here. How does the air smell? How does it feel on your skin? What do you see behind your eyes? What colors? What do you hear? Start to lengthen your inhales. How does it feel as it comes into your body? Feel the release as you exhale, making your exhales as long as your inhales. And just taking a few moments here to find stillness, anchor onto our breaths, and just experience all of our five senses. How does it feel to be here in this present moment? Standing nice and tall in our mountain pose with our hands at our sides, palms facing forward. And just ensuring you're balancing on all four corners of your feet equally, adding movement here. Inhale to sweep your arms out and up. Reach up nice and high, lifting up and out of your waist. And exhale, bringing prayer hands to your heart center. Again, inhale, sweep your arms up, moving along with your breath. Exhale to bring your hands to your heart. And one more time, inhaling to reach up, grounding down through your feet. But this time keeping your hands up, interlacing your fingers, all but your index finger, to stretch over to your left side. Making sure your right shoulder is nice and open, nice and back. And then on your next breath, stretching over to the opposite side, opening out through that left shoulder. And then we're going to reach up a little bit higher and look back, if it's okay on your neck. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, to reach forward. Just doing a few rounds of our standing cat-cows here. Inhale to open your heart forward. Exhale to stretch your hands forward around your spine. One breath, one movement. Just going at your own pace and staying here for one more full breath cycle. On your next breath in, as you breathe out, open your arms out into cactus arms. Inhale one more time to reach back up. Nice big stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just staying here for a moment with your breath. We're going to do a few arm circles here, so just rotating your arms in one direction. Nice big wide circles, feeling a nice opening in your shoulders. Pausing to go the opposite direction, and just remembering to stay with that long, steady breath flow. Just recentering yourself, bringing your feet a little bit wider than hips width distance to go through some twists. So a slight bend in your knee as you sweep your arms to your right side, to your left, as you twist in each direction. The position of your arms getting higher and higher on each twist. And then once you reach the top over your shoulders, start to bring the position of your arms lower and lower like a waterfall on each twist, on each breath. Bringing your feet back, hips width distance apart, sitting back like you're sitting into a chair with your hands swept back at your sides to find Utkatasana chair pose. Challenging yourself to sit a little bit deeper, and then inhaling, sweeping your arms up about a 45-degree angle as you gaze just a foot in front of you. Arms are pivoting in so that your pinkies are closest together. And you want to make sure your knees are stacked right over your ankles so that the weight is into your heels. And staying activated through that core, go ahead and step your left foot back to find Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana. Nice arrow straight arms. You're active all the way through your fingertips. Your heel is aligned with the arch of your back foot. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, open out into Warrior 2. Staying nice and tall and gazing over those front fingertips. Breathing here. And on your next in-breath, sweeping both hands back up into Warrior 1, keeping your waist squared to the front. Inhale to reach your hands up. Exhale to find a Warrior 2 twist. So your left hand is reaching forward over your right foot. You're just going to lean into it, bending a little deeper into that front knee. Feel a nice deeper stretch here. And your choice to go deeper here by bringing your left forearm just above your knee, right hand reaching up, gazing up towards it. Breathing here and more finding a lift rather than reaching down through your left hand. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to unravel, bring your hands to your heart. For a few breaths, just recentering ourselves here, staying nice and grounded through that right foot as we find Warrior 3. Bring awareness to that core center. Keep it activated as you slowly float your left leg up and back. And staying rooted through that right foot. Stay onto that steady, slow breath cycle to help you. One more inhale, and as you exhale, slowly with control, float that left leg back down into Warrior 1. And bringing your hands to your hips, we're going to set up for Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose, so straightening that front leg. And then keeping a long spine, you're going to hinge forward and fold over that right leg, either letting your hands stay at your waist, or you can interlace your fingers at your lower back or hook onto your elbows at your lower back. If you're interlacing your fingers, you can slowly lift your fist away from your sacrum. Just feeling a nice opening in your shoulders as you stretch in your pyramid pose. Breathing steady, begin to look up as you come back up into your Warrior 1. Just for a breath, and then stepping forward into that chair pose, Utkatasana. Staying there for just a moment, and then inhaling into standing, Samasthitihi, with your hands at your heart center. Take a breath, and as you exhale, sweep your hands back and sit back into Utkatasana. Inhale, sweeping your arms up to sit in that full chair pose. Staying for a breath, and this time exhaling your right foot back into Warrior 1. And just checking to make sure your heel is aligned with the arch of your back foot. Making any adjustments that you need, and then coming back to your breath. Standing tall, standing strong. And as you take your next breath in, open up into your Warrior 2. So you're staying in the same position, you're just facing if you had a yoga mat, the long side of your mat, and then gazing over those front fingertips. Just staying for a few breaths, and then we're going to find that Warrior 2 twist first, reaching our hands up into Warrior 1. And then sweeping your right hand down over your left foot. Left hand reaching back, and then just bending a little deeper in that front knee. And with your next in-breath, leaning forward to place your forearm, the right forearm, just above your knee. Left hand reaching up. And either gazing up towards it or gazing forward, whichever feels best on your neck. Taking a full breath cycle here before reaching back up into Warrior 1, and then bringing your hands to your heart center. Bringing awareness to that core center to strengthen it, to help you with your balance. Ground down through that left foot, slowly float your right leg back and up. Breathing steady, Warrior 3. Holding and breathing here. And if you fall out, no worries, you can get right back in. That just reminds you of how unique all of our sequences will always be in yoga. Deep breath in, exhale to slowly release your right leg down, back into Warrior 1. And from here, setting up for Parsvottanasana pyramid pose, you can hook your hands onto your hips, straighten that front leg, and with a tall spine, hinge forward to stretch over that left leg. And you can keep your hands where they are, or interlace your fingers at your lower back, or hook onto your elbows behind you. If your fingers are interlaced, slowly lift away from your back, letting your head and shoulders hang, staying soft at the elbows, breathing here. And like you're squeezing a ball in between your thighs, come up on your next inhale, sweeping your arms up into Warrior One. And then exhale, step your foot forward into Utkatasana. From our chair pose, we're just going to find a few twists here, so leaning forward and then hooking your left elbow onto your right knee and either finding a flyaway or a bind if it's in your practice. And then inhale, coming back into your standard chair pose to twist on the opposite side, so hooking your right elbow onto your left knee and either opening your arms out into a flyaway or maybe finding a bind, whatever feels nicest to you in this posture. And then finding that chair pose one more time. Exhale to surrender into Uttanasana, forward fold. Deep breaths here to rest. Next breath in, root down through those feet, bend your knees, rise up slowly up each vertebrae, reach up, stretch up, and exhale, swan dive back down into your forward fold. Again, inhale, slowly rise up, slowly rolling up your spine. Exhale to sweep down. Staying here for just a few breaths, maybe doing anything else that serves you in this posture. And then as you take your next inhale, beginning to rise back up, stretching up. And now just finding a small back bend here, bringing our hands to our waist and then moving them to our lower back. Fingertips pointed down as our elbows hug in towards each other. Heart reaching forward, chin towards the sky. Breathing into this heart-opening posture. Maybe going further on your next breath. And then exhale to come back up. And ending our practice with gratitude, bringing prayer hands to our heart center, closing your eyes here, quieting your breath, quieting your body, quieting your mind, and just choosing 3 things that you are grateful for. I am so grateful for this beautiful space in nature I was given to practice in, this beautiful collective that has joined me in this yoga class, and gratitude for myself. I hope you all have gratitude for yourselves for taking time out of your day to pour into yourself. Namaste. As always, I will have a new practice uploaded for you next week. Subscribe if you'd like to be notified, and have a beautiful day.